Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me okay? And can you see me okay? Excellent. I'm SRP, your virtual therapist today, here for your personality analysis. I'm going to be taking written notes as we go along. Now, just to cover a few basics, a bit of housekeeping. Today, not only am I going to make an effort to understand how you're feeling at the moment, but we're going to employ a tool towards the latter part of the session that I hope is going to uplift you, make you feel a little bit better about things. Everything we discuss in the session together is confidential, so please treat it that way yourself. Nothing is shared with any third parties unless you disclose anything to me that puts yourself or others in danger. Now, is that okay? Excellent. Right, we have a few requirements to meet before we can go any further. A few little obstacles to overcome. Very simple. Now, rest assured, there are no trick questions, alright? Let's move on to the first slide here. Okay, take a look at this flag, please. Okay. Please name the country the flag belongs to. Good start. And next, 3 images of animals here. Please identify by letter the beaver and identify the duck-billed platypus. And now identify Mrs. Quack Quack. Marvellous. Some general questions coming next. Okay. Have a little think here. Shouldn't be too taxing. What planet are we on? Grizzly, polar and black are types of what? What is 10 times 10? Please give me today's day, month and year. Excellent. So you've got Earth, Bear, 100, and today's day and date there. Excellent. Next up we have some opposites. I want you to give me the opposites of these words here next to the bullet points, please. White, excellent. Off, down, and anti-clockwise. Excellent. I'm going to show you an image of a character next. Okay, have a look at this character on the slide. Now, can you identify who that person is, please? And what company does he represent? Looking at his facial expression, would you say he appears happy or sad? Excellent. So we're on to the main event now. You've passed those entry requirements. All right. I would like to explore your feelings now. You can take as much time as you need to talk about exactly how you're feeling. There's no judgment. You can be as explicit as you like. For example, what headspace are you in at the moment? Is someone or something bothering you? What's making you happy at the moment? And what's making you sad? Take as much time as you need, please. I'll try and record the results. Okay, now how often would you say you feel like this? Is there anything that's making it better or worse? And how bad is that on a scale of 1 to 10, please? Now, have you spoken to your doctor about these feelings? Are you taking any medication? Okay, does this run in the family at all, do you know? Okay, anything else you'd like to add? That's good. It's good to throw something positive in there rather than just focusing on the negatives. Okay, what are you enjoying doing at the moment? Anything you enjoy watching on TV? Places you like going? People you like to see? Excellent. And how many times a week do you meet this person? Lovely. Good, so we have like a sort of good and bad side there, don't we? As I say, we'll try and introduce the character towards the latter end of the session. Try and make you feel a little bit better. Might be a little bit unorthodox, but I think you'll enjoy it. Okay. Let's have a look what we have next. Oh yes, I think we have some Inkblots for you to have a look at. Now, in terms of these Inkblots, I would like you to tell me what you see. It doesn't matter whether you see more than one thing or object. Take a look at this one. And also based on what you see, let me know how it makes you feel. There's no judgment. Just ask that you're open and honest. Right. Okay, one or two. Okay, you're ready to move on to the next one? Okay. Pokemon, you say? So you're seeing the ears and the feet. What do you think about the facial expression? What about the colour? Okay, I have the same Inkblot but with a different background. Just see whether anything changes on this next one. Okay, ready to move on? There's the next one. Okay, so quite a sinister thing there, right? What do you think about the colour? For example, if you saw this in green, would your feelings change? Okay, and here we go. Okay, so you're seeing the same character from the beginning, but from the posterior, right? Picking up wings, hind legs, and a wide midriff. Okay. Very much Pokemon themed, so that's telling me a little bit about you already. Okay, I think we have one more here. There we go. Okay, 2 people. Do you see any animals there at all? Right, are you finished? Good. I think that's the end of the Inkblots. Now, I want to introduce the volunteer we was talking about. I think you're going to like him. Now, he has specifically requested that his name isn't revealed, so we're going to use his pseudonym. Let me introduce to you Mr. Chunk. There's Mr. Chunk. Okay. The picture you're seeing is of Mr. Chunk is in one of his many sleeping locations. Now, following my work with Mr. Chunk, these are the things that I've discovered he likes. Eating is high up on his list, closely followed by sleep. He enjoys the occasional tickle, occasional catnip indulgence. He enjoys the sunshine, he's very much outdoorsy, particularly in the summer, and 50% of the nights in the week. Now, I also question whether he has the ability to shapeshift. How amazing is that? Now, I'm not talking anything sinister. He isn't the skinwalker or anything like that. But from his apparent ability to shapeshift, I want to observe your facial expressions through the webcam. I'm going to be watching you as I show you Mr. Chunk in various shape-shifting forms. So you haven't got to say anything, I'm just going to be observing. Let's start with the first slide. This is Cinnamon Roll, Mr. Chunk. Just have a little look at him. I'm going to observe your expressions for a few seconds. Okay, I will ask, how does Cinnamon Roll Chunk make you feel? Thought so. Okay. Let's have a look at Mr. Chunk in his second shape-shifting image. Here we go. We have Kangaroo Chunk. Excellent. What do you make of Kangaroo Chunk? Excellent. And next, we have Silverback Chunk. Now, occasionally Mr. Chunk likes to roll around on the ground, particularly when I arrive home. It's a sort of greeting. And sometimes when he rolls, he likes to mimic the silverback gorilla. So here he is with a silverback. What do you think about Silverback Chunk? Okay, keep looking at him. Well, I look at you. have what I need there. Next up, we have E.T. Phone Home Chunk. Keep observing him, please. Now you'll find that Mr. Chunk isn't averse to rain. She loves to go outside, come rain or shine. Often he comes back soaking wet, because he looks like a hedgehog. And that's another image I could have captured of Mr. Chunk. But when he comes in wet, we like to give him the tea towel, get him nice and dry, ready for his dinner. Okay, and let's have a look what we have next. Okay, we have duck on a door chunk. Just observe him, please. Right, and I think we have one last slide to go. This is C is for too much catnip chunk. How do you feel Mr. Chunk is feeling here? Are you getting a little bit of a picture of what Mr. Chunk is like in terms of his character? Excellent. Keep looking at him, please. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of the session. One last area to explore. Now I'd like your feedback on the next images of Mr. Chunk, please. I want you to look closely at the images and tell me how you think Mr. Chunk feels, as well as describing his personal appearance and what he may be up to. I want you to be as descriptive as possible, please. I want adjectives. I want explicit descriptions. Think about where he is and what you think he's up to. Does he look circular or triangular? Happy or sad? Tired or alert? Hungry or full? Overt or covert? Surreptitious or sincere? Guilty or innocent? Clean or dusty? Just to name a few examples there. Alright, so just to get you going, here is the first image. Okay, so you ping up alert. Curious, excellent. Triangular, yes. Sometimes you look at Mr. Chunk and he has a head shaped like a triangle. We often refer to him as extraterrestrial Chunk from another planet. Dusty, excellent, yes. This is definitely Mr. Chunk in his dusty form. Okay, anything else? Okay, next image. It's Mr. Chunk on the storage unit. What would you say about Mr. Chunk there? Hungry. Clean this time, excellent. Inquisitive. Okay. And the next one. So this is Mr. Chunk receiving some affection from myself. Yes, he looks content, doesn't he? Just have a little look at his pupil sizes. Does this tell you anything about how he's feeling? Yes, they are quite constricted, aren't they? So he's relaxed. Funny. It's always funny. He looks smart. He looks distinguished there, doesn't he? Distinguished gentleman. Excellent. I think we have one more image of Mr. C. Spend a few moments on that one, please. Jungle Chunk, excellent. Jaguar Chunk, yes. Can see how you'd think that. Okay, Nosy, inquisitive again. Alert, yes. Excellent. Let's have a look. Okay, we're on to the last slide. You've done excellently today. Let's just summarise then with this slide. What have we deduced from the images of Mr. C? Well, personally, this is what I've got. I've got his carefree, outdoorsy, he values his sleep, he's naturally inquisitive, and he's naturally funny, doesn't try too hard. And it begs the question, based on what you've told me, is it worth you living your life, strangely enough, how Mr. Chunk lives his in some ways? Not completely. No, you don't have to jump on counters and lick your behind, but is it worth taking some of the elements and traits from Mr. Chunk's personality and incorporating them into your own makeup? Okay, so this is what I want you to think about. I'd like you to get outside more. It doesn't matter whether it's raining or whether it's dry or sunny, snowy or wet. Get yourself outside every day. Okay. Value your sleep. Now go to bed when you feel tired. Not too late, not too early though. And I want you to try and be more carefree. Easier said than done. But try not to worry about what people are thinking. Just do what Mr. Chunk does and be yourself. And just be naturally inquisitive about the world. Ask questions if you're unsure. Explore things on a deeper level. And try not to be too funny. Just go with the flow, please, alright? So I think that's the end of the session today. I hope it's been helpful. Do you have any questions at all? Excellent. So I think we have another face-to-face session coming very soon. In fact, I'm going to book that in for 2 weeks' time. Alright, so I'll see you then. Any problems, just drop me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Alright? Thank you.